Well, hello to you, my favorite Yorkshire man.
Noise! Robert, how you doing, sir? Welcome to another episode of What Toys?
I have to tell you that whenever I see your lovely face, I just feel more enriched. And I realize all is right with the world. Even though there's a lot wrong with the world, I think the time we spend together it just makes it all that much more worthwhile, sir.
Well, I mean, sorry, I just had an email just come in with some boobs on it. Thank you to that person. It's been hours, literally hours since we last saw each other.
We haven't seen each other in hours.
Because last night we both jumped onto Justin from Justin's collection. We jumped onto his toy stream.
Yeah, that was a great stream. I thought
I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, I was very tired because it finished at 4 a.m. for me.
Yeah,
and then
you were a trooper.
I tried to get. I mean, I failed miserably today because I tried to get up at an okay time while still grabbing a little bit of sleep to do my regular day. So I actually ended up getting up at around midday. And obviously you have to decompress after a stream. So I fell asleep for about 6 a.m. let's say. Waking up at midday. I did Loki. I did my Loki review. I think Richard E. Grant is a god.
He is a god.
And that bit with him at the end, towards the end, was just godlike.
It was.
And it was so godlike, you could have called him Loki because he was that much of a god. And then I was like, right, we've got to go off to the cinema now and watch Black Widows. And I had to wait for a delivery to come. And when the delivery came, I picked it up. I moved it into the front room. I sat down on my favorite sofa in my favorite seat.
You were out.
I fell asleep.
But isn't that the best, though? When you're tired, I mean, there's nothing better. There's nothing better.
It's my this sofa means a lot to me as well. All it is like a two-seater, like it's just like a leathery coat. It's not real leather, but it's like a leathery type of texture and really comfortable.
Yeah.
But this used to be at my mum's house. And I said to my mum a couple of Christmases ago, I said, what do you want for Christmas? And she was in a silly mood, in a funny, silly mood, you know, and we were just talking about, oh, well, I'm going to have this and I'm going to have that. We were just doing, ridiculous stuff. Cars and houses and, and all this sort of stuff.
Sure.
And then she said, there's a really nice, like, L-shaped sofa I've been looking at. And I just went, gotcha. I was like, gotcha. I was like, right, that's what we're going to get you for Christmas. She's like, no, that's too expensive. I was like, don't care. We're going to get you this beautiful L-shaped sofa for your house. So I got her that. And she's like, what am I going to do with my other sofa? And I said, well, I don't care what you do with that one. Because I didn't like the other one. But I said, this one, I'll take this one if you want, because I love this one. So me and my friend came back down another time with a truck, picked it up, brought it back here, now in my house. So whenever I sit down on that sofa, that's as Fast and Furious, that's family.
Of course it is.
That's family, So I don't know, there's just something about it. I sit down on it and I am immediately relaxed.
Oh yeah.
Everything falls from the shoulders when I'm in that sofa. And it's like I'm in a different world, and it's so good.
Well, while you were sleeping, some pretty fun news broke.
Ooh.
That it's not. I'll have to explain it, and it's interesting because it came to me the same day as I got a shipping notice from 1/6 retailers that they're shipping me my Joy 2.0 figure, the Ana de Armas figure from Blade Runner 2049. So I ordered the Detective K, the Ryan Gosling figure, that they're doing, and then also the Rick Deckard from the original Blade Runner. I think did you order that figure?
I ordered the Rick as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not out, but only the Ana de Armas is. But here's what's really interesting. So there has been very little official Blade Runner merchandise. NECA did some stuff when Blade Runner 2049 came out. But when the original Blade Runner came out, you could only get like little metal Matchbox cars of the like the spinner, and there was a Japanese model kit of the spinner made a couple of years back. But today in Deadline, here's an article, and I'll read it. Alcon Entertainment packs with Stryker for Blade Runner and The Expanse consumer products push. Alcon Entertainment has hired Stryker Entertainment to handle the licensing of consumer products for the Blade Runner franchise, with a focus on the upcoming animated series Blade Runner Black Lotus and The Expanse, with debut season 6 on Amazon Prime Video this fall. For Blade Runner, Stryker will oversee multiple categories for the franchise, including fashion partnerships, collectibles, board games, action figures, paper goods, apparel, accessories, and prop replicas, curating a roster of licenses. So now there is I've got 2 words, actually 3 words, Hot Toys replicants.
Yes.
I want Hot Toys to do. Obviously the third-party figures. I've been right here. All the way back to. Oh wait, let me get it. This figure, I've shown it before. This figure is over 20 years old. Obviously, it's the facial sculpt is not quite there. The clothing is pretty great, and the gun, as you can see, is pretty great because it's die cast. But we have yet to get a great Harrison Ford as Deckard figure. I want.
Well, we're getting one.
Yeah, we're getting one that's really good, but it's third party.
Yeah, it's third party.
Third party. I'm looking forward to getting that, and he comes with a 6-scale bottle of booze, which is next to chairs. Who doesn't want 6-scale bottles of booze in their lives? But I would love Hot Toys to do. I want Roy Batty. I want Daryl Hannah's Priss. I want I want Zora with a snake, in her thing.
Okay.
And I would love. I'd love to get Rick Deckard and maybe even get
plastic see-through gown.
Yep. And I would love to get Gaff, Edward James Olmos's Gaff, and maybe Hello Jazz Inc. If I could get a 6th scale police spinner.
Oh,
come on. And guess what? It's Warner Brothers. So Jost, 6th scale police spinner from Blade Runner.
Well,
dude,
interesting news, chat. We're gonna speak to the guy.
Yes,
we're gonna get a stream going. We're gonna work out where, but we're gonna get a stream going, and it's gonna have Just in it, and we're gonna talk all things Jazz Inc., what he's doing, what he's got coming up. How influential can we be in asking for what we want? And I think that's going to be a really interesting conversation with the man. Very excited for that, particularly when I've ordered half of his stock from his shop. But the stuff is just so good. It's just so good. So why not?
So good.
Yeah. So as ever, folks, we're going to go through the chatty bits, the showing offy bits. Then we'll get into the super chat / question segment towards the second part of the strum. So if you've got any questions, etc., or you want to brag yourself, get your bits and pieces in. So we have some stuff that we looked at last night, but I'm going to look at it again because obviously different time zones, different people. And there's a couple of bits coming from Hot Toys, which let me just sign out of my account. which is going to be interesting to see how the chat reacts to this. We'll obviously briefly go over with what we've said before, but yeah, let's start with this one, because we were all kinds of when it came to Cyborg Spider-Man.
Now, this is one of the 3 convention exclusives that Hot Toys has announced. They do this every year.
And we were kind of like, Belle, I don't know what you want, but you're not getting it. She's just staring at me at the end of the doorway. Yeah, we've got this this Cyborg Spider-Man suit, which is okay. Is this wetting anyone's whistle?
Yeah, we talked about this. I don't know. I mean, I love my Spider-Man figures, but this seems. I know this is from a Deathlock series in the comics, and it did appear in the game. But I have to say, I'm kind of more. Look, as I say this, I do have Spider-Man 2099. I do have various iterations of the game spider suits because I like them. I really want the punk rock spider suit, which I didn't pick up, but I want it for some weird reason. But this to me looks like a pastiche. No, not a pastiche. It looks kind of like a thrown together potpourri. I don't know, of various elements.
Potpourri's, I don't know. I think potpourri's way too elegant.
Yeah, maybe.
It kind of feels like a Resident Evil monster's just been put together.
Yeah, I mean, I would love like a Deathlock Spider-Man. They did Venom Pool. Why not Deathlock Spidey? I've always loved Deathlock as a character in the Marvel universe. It's
or if you're gonna do a Cyborg Spider-Man, just embrace it. But obviously that would involve design and not just plonking a regular Spider-Man suit and messing it up a bit. Yeah, this is definitely not for me. I don't get it. Maybe it's my ignorance, but I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Doesn't work for me.
No.
In this regard. Yeah, no. I'm gonna say thanks, but no thanks. You?
Yeah, no, it's a pass for me, buddy.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look. It looks like it's too many disparate elements that don't. It's not like putting chocolate and peanut butter together, which is just yummy. I don't feel I'm seeing the chocolate and the peanut butter
together. No, there doesn't seem to be a synergy, does there, at all? It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't marry well together. The silver versus the blue and the red, it's clashing. Everything just seems to clash.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't hang together. It's not cool. Like I look at Venom Pool, and that's kind of cool, but this, yeah. It looks like something I would have made out of Lego when I was like 7.
Yes, you would have pulled off an arm, stuck on a different arm. Oh no, it's Cyborg Spider-Man. What do we go to do? Yeah, that's a big netty no from me, I'm afraid. Now then, let's bring up the next one, which I think I was on the fence with. I kind of can't remember too much of last night. I was very tired. But we have White Vision. I mean, not even a third party, a legit hot toy White Vision. That's cum vision to the masses.
Ladies.
Yeah. Which I'm actually surprised. I think I might have said this last night. I'm kind of surprised that they did this. And then I think somebody said, yeah, well, it wasn't exactly a lot of hard work. You just spray Vision white.
Well, I mean, I like the new head sculpt. There's a lighting feature. I'm just a Vision fan. And one of my favorite translations of any character design in the MCU is Vision. When Vision shows up in Age of Ultron, I'm like, wow, they did a really, one of the things I've always loved about the MCU is how they translate the costumes.
Paint
And
yourself vision.
yeah, and this is right out of the comics, and I love this. I love this idea. And you know what's interesting is I'm going to end up with the Vision, the regular Vision, and Scarlet Witch. So I'm going to have my extra Vision from Age of Ultron, and I could do a battle. I'd love to have them battling in the sky against one another. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I did order Wanda and Vision.
Yeah,
you know, from the show. I don't have a Vision, so I was really happy
yeah,
to be able to pre-order one. Do I want to? I mean, a lot of it. Like, I do like the sculpt. Like, the sculpt itself is very nicely done, and as we actually saw last night, when you go close up on the head, you can actually see faint circuitry that's going all through. Like, there's circuitry that you can see, but it's very you know, it's very subtly done. And then you can swap the eyes out to these eyes, then the black eyes. This is a light up feature. Why this isn't a light up feature on Vision, I don't know. Regular Vision, normal Vision.
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's a great Paul Bettany sculpt of the head. And yeah, I don't know. It's not massively accessorized. It's just a couple of changes of hands for poses, and the his unicorn horn. But I don't know. Chat again. I'm gonna chuck it out to the chat. Is that something that you could see yourselves going for or not?
Right.
But what about you? What about you, Rob?
I'm going to get it. I mean, I'm going to get it because and by the way, look at the, like, on the left or on the right on this picture, you really see Paul Bettany. I think the head sculpt is just phenomenal. And apparently you can change out the eyes, which is wild.
Yeah, we got the black eyes there, and then we got the blue eyes here.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty dope.
Then we got knees. Got a knee picture. Now, I think they're showing a split cut boot. They're trying to show this is actually a split cut boot design, which is what we want. We do want split cut boot designs because that allows for better posing. It's more nope than yes again when it comes to this one.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff.
Sorry, go on. Yeah, I can understand, but there is one more, and this will be interesting to see if people go with this one. Let me just find you. Okay, I should have probably been more specific. I think we've got to the degree now that when you put the Mandalorian into the search engine, you really get a bunch of Mandalorian stuff now, and tons of it. Where are you? Oh, I know. Oh, okay. I've just seen something interesting actually. I've just seen something interesting. Where have you gone? If I do this, maybe no. It just goes to so I put Armorer in to the search engine on Hot Toys, and it didn't bring up the Armorer, which is good stuff. Good stuff there, Sideshow. That's gonna work a lot. Ow. Not coming up at all. Where Rob, if you got a link, could you just drop us a link?
Let's see. Hang on, I'll look.
Because they decided to try and hide her. Is it up on Hot? Is it up on Sideshow yet or not?
It might not be.
I know. I'm gonna put search in a search elsewhere. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I've had to pull this from the Hong Kong hot toy site. So this is not. Wow. If it'll load, this is not up on Sideshow yet.
No.
The suspense is killing you, people. Is that an original Starscream box behind you? As that is that one there? No, that's a Headmaster. That's a Headmaster. Okay, this site is really slow. Here we go. Hey! Wow! Slowest loading site in history. So yeah, Toy Fair exclusive, and it's the armorer from The Mandalorian. So they have chucked out a ton of different armorer of Mandalorian figures. You know, with your heavy trooper, Death Guard trooper. No, whatever. Bo-Katana. You know, you've obviously got your Boba Fett's, etc. So now there is another.
And I gotta say, I really like this. I mean, the armor character, I think everybody loved the idea of the armor, and we were talking about it last night. I love that it's canonical. Like, this character adds to the whole Mandalorian mythos. And I mean, because the Mandalorian, between Heavy Mando, Death Mando, Bo-Katan, this, even like I said, the prototype white armor Boba Fett that I already have. I mean, you can make a really cool pantheon of Mandos now based on. I mean, I can't wait.
Yeah. Death Watch. There we go.
Death Watch, right?
I remembered again. Yeah. Because I've ordered like a Death Watch Mando to go with the Bo-Katana Mando, so they're going to go together.
Yep.
So they're going to look good together. And then I've got my Beskar armor Mando. Then I've got my regular Mando. Then I've got the heavy trooper Mando. So there's a lot of Mandalorians going on. So I think she would fit perfectly in there. And I did like the armor. The armor was a, like I said, it was an interesting character that added to the lore, added to the mythos. You know, you got an understanding of why they wanted to be paid in Beskar, so it could be, you know, reduced down and converted to armor, this exceedingly strong armor for them. Belle, darling, you have food, you have water. I am not going and letting you out the front door when you can go out the cat flap in the back. So please, stop staring at me like you want to kill me. It's killing me. She's just been staring at me the whole stream. And all she wants me to do is open the front door for her instead of just going out round the back.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So yeah, I think although I'm sort of off, you know, watching Star Wars, I think I will add this to my collection of Mandalorian, particularly because on that picture there, you saw the open safe or whatever of the you know, the sticks of Beskar,
right?
And I of course have got that because I got it with the Beskar armor. So it's little things that you can create your dioramas, because there is a little piece here, a little cardboard piece that you can add that can add to the mythos there as well. You can use that as a little bit of a diorama. But we said, you know, let's have a speak to Just and say, hey,
yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool.
Doing a forge or something. Doing the forge.
I mean, that would be a cool thing, to light up LED forge of some kind.
She wants to eat you as. I think so. Yeah, an LED forge would be really cool. So that's some pretty cool little stuff. That's some pretty cool.
I'm down.
Has anything arrived on your doorstep?
Yes,
this
as a
last
matter of
week.
fact, you know what? Okay, this is not a new figure, but it's new to me. And this was something I was paying off over a long period of time. This Jedi Luke. I'd never owned this figure. I don't know why I never owned this figure. You know, I do like how all the Star Wars figures, whether it's Sideshow or Hot Toys, have this sort of standardized box, but I do love how Hot Toys puts this little extra, it's removable, but this extra thing on it. So I haven't opened this up, but I did get it, and it has all kinds of different options. You know, it's got the Endor version, the Jedi version, the you need this if you have Jabba the Hutt. So yeah, again, I haven't even opened it up, so I don't even. And it's got multiple.
Yeah, I got this. Is that the Hot Toy one?
Yes.
Yeah, I got the Sideshow version of that.
I mean, this has multiple. Let's. I'm gonna open this up. So talk amongst yourselves while I. This has this thing is chock-a-block full of stuff in it. Like
I got the Sideshow one. So the one that I have has the Endor poncho, Endor helmet. Then it's got the cape, whatever you want to call it, for when you go and visit Jabba. And then of course you can disrobe to a degree the Luke, so you can have him in the fighting Vader at the end of Jedi. So it kind of turns into a 3 for 1.
Yeah, they've done the same thing here. You know, it comes with here's the Endor Luke poncho, but it's got the black Jedi robes underneath. What's kind of neat is then you've also got like the Endor helmet, you know, and it has a second Luke head sculpt here, which is the likeness is pretty good, but it comes apart. You can you take off the you take off the, so you can put the helmet on. You can do all the, so it's a really versatile figure. And one of the things I really like, even though it's kind of goofy, I like that they give you the lightsaber in motion.
Yes.
So you've got the lightsaber in motion, and you have the regular lightsaber, and of course, it comes with the. I mean, there's so many accessories, but it also comes with, of course, I didn't take it out yet, but the added arm that you put the LED in to make both lightsabers light up, and it comes with, again, the standard watch batteries that all these figures seem to come with.
I now have a doofy. This is this, Rob. I got a cassette tape, but it's not, because if I open it up, it's got all my little batteries in.
Wow. Now, where'd you get that?
My mum, she got it. It was like a little thing I had for Christmas. One of
the
little things that she got me for Christmas. So I think she put like a couple of Sweetie Poos in there, a little bit of candy in there. And then I now use it to have my watch batteries, etc.
That's fantastic.
Going, yeah. So
by the way, I love this blaster that comes with Luke that he uses to shoot one of the, or is it Han who uses the blaster in Jedi to? Yeah, it's a great blaster, and the poncho. I mean, this is a great figure. And I think, doesn't this come with the stuff that was in the sandstorm scene? Like this was in the sandstorm scene that they cut out of Jedi.
Denmark have just scored.
Oh.
God damn it!
Well, I'm sorry.
Screw you, Denmark. Well, the Sideshow one doesn't. The Sideshow one doesn't come with that desert wraparound. That's something that is different.
Yeah, well, it's not canonical. It was in the scene that was cut when there's a sandstorm, when they're arriving back to the Millennium Falcon after rescuing Han Solo.
Okay, I've only seen the deleted scene before they arrive at Jabba's. When,
this is the
they're
deleted
hiding
scene.
in that
This
little
is
cave.
Luke in the sandstorm thing wearing the glass. So it comes with this too, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So you can do it. I mean, I don't know if you do it like that, but I wanted this figure because I have the Jazz Inc. Bespin gantry that I'm gonna have coming.
Ooh.
So
Where's that gonna go?
Or actually, the Bespin gantry is my Bespin Luke, not this Luke.
Yeah.
So
But
what am I
where's that
thinking?
gonna go though?
I have no clue. But I do want to mount it to the wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but you do want to mount it, don't you? It's gotta be mounted.
Yeah. It's gotta be mounted to the wall. So
I got a couple of things this week, which have arrived. Now, as you know, I've been trying to get my a little thing going with my Transformers. And I had the Fans Toys versions of Cup, Blur, and Hot Rod. My boys from Transformers the movie. I love those three. They're like they are my boys. And so I wanted to balance the force, of course, by getting the Galvatron, the Cyclonus, and the Scourge. Now, I've had the Galvatron for a long time, which is called Sovereign, I think, for Fans Toys. Then I recently managed to pick me up a beautiful Cyclonus and the Scourge, which was just like really difficult to get. Suddenly, I managed to get one. I managed to get the original one because there is like a V2 version of this. Not a Me Too version of this, a V2 version of this.
Is that predominantly die cast?
Like this is a very much a plastic blend.
Okay.
Because there's like so much going on at the back because it folds up into like a futuristic shit. But things like the feet are die cast, the knee joints are die cast. You have like internal parts which are die cast, which give it a bit more support. Like the thigh area behind them are die cast, whereas the front part are plastic. You get die cast elements on the arms, all of the joints. So yeah, this is the OG version which they put out, and then they put out another version of this, which is more blue. But I wanted the slightly lighter blue version, the OG one. Where it has the pink claws.
Right. That's cool.
The pink claws on the hands. And that's been added. The Decepticon badge has been added. That isn't there. That's been popped on to make it a Decepticon. And so that is now perfect to go with my Galvatron and Cyclonus. So we have the big six from Transformers the movie, the big six heroes and villains, which is the dream team. But I also ordered something else. And there was some gushing about this last night, and I got the
dude, that thing is so incredible.
The DLX Soundwave,
dude,
which is definitely superior.
Look at that bad boy.
This is a Chonkamonka.
Wow.
To say the least. This is a huge boy. It stands at about 11.2 inches, ladies. The eyes which light up that's controlled by the forehead part, which you just click in.
So good.
Click off, which just allows much easier access instead of taking heads off, pressing buttons, putting heads back on, all that type of business. Yes, there is a tape in here. And yes, it does come out as that does come down. and that is Ravage. That is in there. That is Ravage that is in there. And Ravage does come with side rocket launcher, side missiles for its back thighs, plus like small missile launchers on its underside and top side, which can get transformed if you so want to. And this is the sound wave from the Bumblebee movie, because at the Bumblebee beginning of the movie, there's just like 10 minutes of, well, it might even just be 5, but you know, I was desperate for more. There's just like a huge fight between the Autobots and Decepticons, and it's just pure porn as they are throwing all your favorites out there, you know, for all to see. So because of that beginning, I am desperately for a Shockwave.
Are you going to get it?
If it comes out, hell yeah.
I mean, I didn't know if it was coming out. Are they bringing it? Have they announced?
No. They have announced Blitzwing, which is in the film, and that's coming out soon. And I do have that on pre-order. So there's only 3 that you can purchase at the moment, which is Bumblebee. These don't transform. These are purposely designed to be in robot form only. So these do not transform. These are just robot-only forms, which is fine by me. But you can get Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and Soundwave at the moment, with Blitzwing to come. And who knows? We might get more in the future. One can only hope.
Now, I just put in the chat, in the private chat, a link to a figure. I don't know where this fucking thing's from, to be honest.
Okay.
And I looked at this like, you love cats. I love cats. I looked at this thing and I'm like, I'm getting this figure, because if you look at the accessories and there's a close up in the Toys Wonderland, you can see the different, if you click through the pictures, like I looked at this and I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I think it's from a Chinese game of some kind. I'm like, I have to have this in my life.
It's like a futuristic Khajiit, if you're aware of the Elder Scrolls series.
Yeah, it's from a game, but I mean, if you click through it, it has a close up of that head sculpt and the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, it's right. Look at that base,
though. That base is great.
That diorama base is, you know, Justin's going crazy over that diorama. I think it's the next picture. Yeah, there it is. Dude, look at that head sculpt. Come on. I mean, even though I've got 2 dogs, we also have a cat. I'm a lifelong cat person. I grew up in a cat household, and I looked at this thing and I'm like, yeah, like is this a werecat? Like, what is this?
I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, I saw it. There's just so much detail on this thing. It'd just be crazy if this was just like an original piece. England have equalized.
And I look at this and I'm like, I gotta have this. And all the accessories, I mean, you click through these close-ups, the costuming and the weapons this thing comes with.
I can't scroll through. I was on the football page.
Yes, no, I understand. But yeah, this is one of these weird figures that I'm like that Tutankhamun thing and the Anubis and all that.
Just some guy just put yes. Even though I just bought a guitar, yes.
Yes, that's what I read that too. Just some guy. Yes. Just bought a guitar. Yes, checks wallet anyway.
And by the way, yeah, and we'll make it happen. Yeah, gotcha. Well, gotcha.
By the way, just some guy dropped a video about YouTube today that I thought was very worthwhile. I thought it was very good.
Seen it, watched it, liked it.
And Critical Drinker dropped a really good video today about female characters. Seen it, watch it, liked it. Yes. I mean, it's just some guy in Critical Drinker. I pretty much watch everything they make.
Oh, amen.
Yep. You too.
And
look at this. Come on.
How bad? Though we've got Chrissy Meyer on Friday Night Tights this Friday. There just might be a Critical Drinker as well. I couldn't possibly comment though. I couldn't possibly comment at all. Oh, goodness. Sorry. I need this final, dude. We need this final so bad, you know. We need it so bad. Always the bridesmaid since 1966. Never the bride. We need a final.
But damn, I love this figure, and I need it.
but look at the detail on the armor,
dude. I know.
Come on.
I know. I'm like, man, and it's such a weird. I know it's from something. I mean, it's. Oh, by the way,
yeah, I'm gonna look. I bet actually, just some guy. Do you know what it's from? Because he likes his anime stuff as well, so he might actually know what this is from.
And I'll tell you something else they just dropped for pre-order that I'll put it in the private chat that I have to have. Now that Toys Wonderland is carrying Bandai, and I love my die-cast Gundams, and they're releasing the Metal Robot Spirits Wing Gundam Zero from Gundam Wing. I'm like, cha-ching, gotta have that.
Yes, I saw that you pre-ordered that. I've got the MP52 Starscream on pre-order, which should be dropping this month. Justin got his as we were streaming last night. The delivery driver arrived and dropped it off, and that thing is insane.
Yeah.
But look at this. This is I gotta have it.
I know, and you're
no idea who you are, but I gotta have you,
dude. Look at that! Come on now. I mean, as a cat lover.
You. Well, I mean, I do have on order a piece of power armor from Fallout. There was a camo piece of there's a camo version of the power armor that they put up for pre-order, and I couldn't resist. It was just beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. This just looks like a futuristic Khajiit.
You know, it's funny. This thing, it's from Outlaws of the Marsh Part 2. Maybe I should just use the newfangled thing called the internet and do a cursory Google search and find out what the hell is this from.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it. Whatever this is, I want to watch it right now.
I have no idea. I have no idea what Outliers of the Marsh Part 2 is.
The detail on this it's insane. This.
Yeah. Oh wait, Outliers of the Marsh, Chinese classics. Oh wait, here we go. Outliers of the Marsh, China's great classic novel Outlaws of the Marsh, written in the 14th century, is a fictional account of 12th century events during the Song Dynasty. One by one, over 100 men and women are forced by the harsh feudal officialdom to take to the hills. They band together and defeat every attempt of government troops to crush them. Within this framework, we find intrigue, adventure, murder, warfare, romance, and a connected series of fascinating individual tales. But this doesn't explain the creatures.
Yeah, why is it a cat?
I'm not sure. Outlaws of the Marsh.
But why is it a kitty?
But this is Outlaws of the Marsh Part 2.
This time the pets are doing it.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Maybe this is Cat from Red Dwarf, or one of Cat's.
Well, it's
from Red Dwarf.
Outlaws of the Marsh. I'm all down for Outlaws of the Marsh, Chinese classics. Thank you, Chinese classics, because I'm going to buy this figure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's just Stopsy Poo's that one. Let me just pull this across, and let's have a look at this, which you just shared as well. And this is the Gundam.
Dude, I love die-cast Gundams. I know that this is probably like 1/44th scale, but man, do I love my die-cast Gundams, and I'm a huge fan of this.
Is it cocking up on me? You cocking up on me? It's cocking up on me. For some reason, it's not allowing me to enlarge properly. But yes, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really very pretty. Very pretty.
Look at that.
I know, right?
Ay, ay, ay.
Or as
Oy
your
vey.
Chinese grandmother would say, "Aya."
Aya. Oy vey. As your Jewish grandma would say.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I know, dude. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know, man. Right?
Oh, that is so. Oh man, no, no. Let's just stop that screen right there. Let's just stop that. Ah, now somebody's seen something that they can't help themselves with.
It's true.
They can't help it. They must. So yeah, those were like my couple of little bits and pieces. My channel, my upcoming toy channel. I'm hoping very much. Should be on course. Hoping I'm on course. To release a week today.
Ooh. Now, are you going to be producing pre-recorded content for that, like in advance, so you have stuff to drop throughout the week?
I'm gonna put some stuff up to start with. I had a beautiful delivery from Andy Masterson, which I recorded a reaction video to, but I'm taking the reaction and I'm splicing it with glory shots as well, you see. So I'm gonna transform that into like a reaction come glory shot video, because the reaction video can get quite boring when you're just like lifting, here we go to this, and then we go to this, and then we go to this. So I'm gonna edit that through to make it a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more exciting. Then I don't want to go too much, but I'm really hoping there's going to be some things in some cabinets. So it would be nice just to do a little look-see at a couple of things put together. And I would like to do early doors as well, a Lego build. Because I got some great Lego models that would that need sorting. I mean, they're just untouched. I've got a Lego 1966 Batman Batcave that needs building. I have the large version of the 1989 Batmobile that needs making. The large version of the 1989 Batwing that needs making. I have the Prestige Police Station. I have the Daily Bugle to be built. And I have arriving tomorrow a little Lego. I say little. It's smaller in comparison to the blacksmith. But I got a little Lego castle, medieval castle arriving. So that's at least going to be in the same aesthetic as the blacksmith. So yes, there's going to be a lot there.
Okay, I gotta show you a picture of something that, you know, I've been thinking about. I own this. I own this kit, and it scares me because in order to build it correctly, it's all about the painting. Now, I don't know if were you ever a fan of Robotech?
I was aware of Robotech.
Well, in Robotech, they basically have these F-14 Tomcats that transform into Batroids. There's the Batroid mode, the Jurwalk mode, and the fighter mode. So let me see if I can drop this. Can I drop this into the chat? Can I do that? How do I drop a picture into the chat? Into the private chat.
Share your screen. Share it as a go to share screen and then share it as a window. Share the image as a window.
Okay, let's see. It usually doesn't, for whatever reason, when I'm on here, it doesn't let me share my screen. But for let me see if I can bring it on. Oh wait, maybe it is going to let me share my screen. So let me pull this open so it's big. Okay, let me
That's
see.
what I said. And I get arrested.
No, yeah, it's not letting me. Wait, hang on a second. Window.
It will.
Share.
Yes.
Can you see that?
Yes.
So,
oh!
so this is this is the 1/20th.
Oh!
This is the 1/20th scale Valkyrie from Robotech. It's Roy Fokker's Valkyrie, and I have this kit already.
Oh
and
my god!
Yeah, so I have this. It's in a box. Actually, it's in 2 boxes, and I want to make this, but I want to put LEDs in it, and it's got to be painted up like it's real. This is the unpainted version of it, but I think that it's always better when you paint these things. They look better, especially when they're that big. But I already own this. And
oh my lordy!
Yeah, how cool is that?
Oh, it's insanity.
Yeah, how cool would that be hanging from the ceiling here?
Oh,
and I would do a build video of this, like if I,
Oh, I would hope so.
Yeah, right.
Because the way I'm thinking of doing the Legos, doing like a time lapse.
Yeah, exactly.
Do like a little bit of talkie. So, okay, we've opened up these spaces. We did it, but I'm gonna have the camera set up, and then we're gonna do a time lapse. So then I'll just get into the do. So we'll get sped up, and then you get some, generic music going on, and then it'll just go. So that's what that's what you need to really do with something like that, is get some sort of time lapse.
Yeah.
Video going with it.
This thing is monstrously huge.
There's no need to brag, right?
I've never built an I've never built an aircraft that's that large. So I think this is a Valkyrie. It's not. Maybe I should paint the whole thing purple, just to honor
Purple Valkyrie.
But that wouldn't be canonical.
It wouldn't be canonical, but it would be pandering to the women.
Yeah, pandering the women. Yeah, probably. But I'm gonna need to make it. But I have so many models that I haven't built. I have a 3-foot model Star Destroyer I haven't built.
3 foot?
Yeah, it's 3 foot. It's made of resin. It's I can show you a picture of it. It's badass.
Yeah.
I'll find another photo.
Yeah, find another photo. Share the photo.
Yeah. So I will unshare my screen then. Stop screen. There you go. Yeah, I'll find it. Let's see. Yeah, because I have a lot of model kits and unbuilt models and all kinds of things. Find it.
So sure you can find someone who can help you paint it.
Yeah, but I think that there's something to be said for for painting it on your own.
Oh, hey, if you're up for the challenge, good on you. I'm thinking of picking a small model from Warhammer 40K, or maybe not so small. We'll see. It was a good month last month. Might treat, and getting it send it away to a professional painting organization, because there is some incredible places, and having them just do the works on it. So, so I have my own little special bit of unbelievably well painted Warhammer 40K, and then I'll do my own stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen Michael Keaton Vulture third party yet? Yeah, that is also from Jazz Inc. And I do have that on pre-order. That is another thing that I actually pre-ordered. I'll bring that up while you're searching for the picture.
Yes,
I will bring that up from Yazink. But this is, here we go. This is third party, folks. Look at that. I ended up deciding I could not let this one slip through my fingers,
Dude, how cool is that?
Hot Toys are not going to make this.
And they said they were going to make it.
Yeah, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it, you know?
No.
They said they were going to do Anakin Skywalker's Starfighter, and that one it's just not happening, is it? It's just not happening. How large is the wingspan? We could probably get an idea here. Well, here's the video on YouTube, actually. Here. Look at this. This is the video of him.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
I mean, that is just gorgeous. A thing of beauty. I wonder if those fans spin. They're just solid. Wow, that's so cool, dude.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really great. That's really great. I mean, you could have a great display between the third-party Green Goblin and Alfred Molina, and then this.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the Ark that's sold out. If you haven't grabbed your Ark, I'm sorry, but there's still a chance for you to get your custom, your Green Goblin from the olden days.
Yeah.
Look at the size.
Oh, and look at how the fans move.
Oh yeah.
You rotate the fans.
Yeah,
wow, that's like dope, dude. That thing is huge. Wow.
There you go. Just got over a meter in wingspan.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Oh, they tend to over deliver.
Yeah, they do.
God bless them. They tend to over deliver, but over a meter in wingspan.
Yeah, I mean, my only complaint about my Luke Skywalker's land speeder that Jazz Inc. made is it doesn't actually levitate on its own. That's
get a refund now.
Yeah,
look at this.
Okay, now look at that. So this guy that is in the picture, his name is Randy Cooper, and he makes beautiful model kits from everything from Star Trek to Star Wars. He's a professional model builder, and he makes these kits, and you can buy them. And he has a website. It's just Randy Cooper. And I have things like I have a Blade Runner spinner kit from him, and he's got this. He just retooled this kit, but look at how big it is. I mean, who wouldn't want this? It's huge. And what's so great about the Star Destroyer is you just paint it in one color and paint different grid panels and then do a wash over the top, and it's going to look pretty great. But the real thing to make it look really good is you put fiber optics in it. You have to drill like 1,000 little holes and turn it into really, really drill the fiber optics in it. And come on. And I have this kit, and I haven't made it. It's so weird to have kits like this and not have made them. I'm kind of scared though.
Well, this is a frightening thing.
I know, but isn't it cool?
Oh, it's insane. But it's like, I don't want to break. Don't break it, please, don't break it. No. You need to have the exact. You really have to have the conditions set up. That no damage is going to come to this.
No. And I'm just intimidated. But now here in the Raw Observatory, I've kind of built a model building station. So I'll be able to move to different places. So I'm actually going to have a place set up with lights and I can just turn it on. And I need to find like another way to stream. Like I'll get like an iPad or something that I can stream out of to use as the setup and have some external USB cameras, like get some webcams and just. But yeah, man, look at that.
It's incredible, mate. It's absolutely incredible. It's massive.
I know.
And then 2 seconds later, he dropped it.
Oh, dude, I can't even imagine, because it's made of resin and those pieces would crack in half. It just, yeah, it would be. I would kill myself.
Like porcelain. It'd be like porcelain.
Yes.
Falling down and obliterating. Oh my god! But that is something. That really is absolutely something special.
I know, right?
We do seem to be #blessed with stuff that's coming out recently. I think this is a reissue, unless this is just a better version. But this is just dropped on Toys Wonderland today, and we got Heisenberg back. But this head sculpt's looking really good.
Yeah, I have that figure. It's really good.
So this looks, so I don't know if they've, maybe made a couple of tweaks to the OG, or they're just simply reissuing it out. But this is now available again to purchase on Toys Wonderland. And the Jesse doesn't look good. The Jesse head sculpt that they've done on these things have not looked good. But the look at this though, the Heisenberg is incredible. You get his hat though. There's no Heisenberg hat. Where's the Heisenberg hat? Look at it. He's got yourself some crystal, glasses, tape over the nose, bit of monies. I'm real tempted. I'm just real tempted. Vinny ordered one of these. Vinny ordered this one as well. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted with this one because I've recently, I recently, before I started watching Person of Interest again, I was just watching a shit ton of Breaking Bad clips. I was just going back and it was just like, God damn, this was such a good show. This was such a good show, when it came out. God bless it. Remember when I spoke about we had that stream a few weeks ago where I was like, I've ordered these sort of like militaristic schoolgirl come army, and they've got like huge sniper rifles and guns, and it's just like cool. Well, one of them has shipped.
One of the schoolgirl one that we looked at?
One of them has shipped. Yeah, there's like twins, which you have to buy separately. But there's twins, and then there was another one, and then there's like a new one, which has just arrived on Toys Wonderland, which I've got on pre-order. But one of the twins, I've had an update saying one of them shipped and it's on its way. And it has got a tracking on it as well. And it's still currently in China. But that's on its way. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm really kind of hoping that I'm not going to get done up the wazoo on this one. And then when they arrive, they are as good as they look. But
is this the one with? I think you and I ordered the same one.
No, I don't think you ordered these. I don't think you ordered these at all.
Oh, I might. There's
these
one.
These are the ones I think they go under the heading of, is it Serene Hound?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you probably. I'll
something
find
like Serene Hound, something like that. Never heard of the brand. I don't know if it's just a brand for making these 1-in-6s, or if it's an actual thing that's going on. But I just like the sort of quasi military schoolgirl, massive guns. They felt like there's some sort of story going on here, and it would just be cool to kind of like set up as a bit of a team, a bit of a diorama, get the Puritans all wound up,
Sure.
Look at him with his anime girls. And it's just me going, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for the one that I ordered. Find out what exactly it was I ordered.
Okay. And let's just have a quick little butchers. I think that is I think that's pretty much where we are at the moment. There's a couple of 1 in 10 pieces, but nobody wants 1 in 10 pieces. And we are, other than that, but apparently, according to Justin yesterday, we are gonna get 3 more Toy Fair exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
There is allegedly, these are all allegedly, folks. So take this with a pinch of salt until it's all confirmed. He says, but there's probably going to be another Arkham Batman suit.
I would love to get that, whatever it is.
Already, regardless of what it is, you just want it.
I just want it.
Regardless of the type of suit it is. The one that we're all kind of like, oh, apparently one of them is going to be Justice League Cyborg. They're finally going to get it out. And I can't even remember can you remember what the other one was? The third one was?
No, I don't remember what it was. I feel bad.
I think we were just like, don't worry about it. We heard the 2 that we wanted. Was it an Iron Man?
Oh yeah,
it could have been another Iron Man variant. I don't know. But yes, if they do, if it is true, and this is finally gonna be the Cyborg to complete the 1 in 6 Justice League, then yes, please. We needs it. We got everyone but Cyborg.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we need Cyborg. I need a Cyborg. I've got a 6-scale statue of Cyborg I got from DC, but I need the figure.
Yeah. I see the one that you've got. Okay, hold on. Let me just share this first.
Yeah, the Discipline Commissar.
Now, I think we have both ordered this one.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Now, there's this one, which Rob and I saw, and I think we've both ordered this. Because, again, it's that weird sort of...
Yeah.
Heavily armored, heavily armed, sort of quasi military schoolgirl type of adventurer spy. I don't know what. With a cat and a midriff to get all your Puritans crazy. Look at that. What is that cat?
I know.
That is amazing. That cat's mate. Look at this pink assault rifle. Look at those glasses for deflecting the sun. Look at that. He's down on her knees. Okay, with a pistol.
I mean, how can I not want this?
I know. This is just it's just a crazy figure. It's great.
I love that she's got the clips for her machine gun on her boobs.
Yeah. She's covering her boobs with ammunition. So, if you wanna cop a look, it's a very dangerous thing to do. There you go, rabbit. Written on the what looks like a FAMAS. No, is that a FAMAS?
I don't know, but it's badass.
Badass, yeah. It's kind of, but the range of articulation seems to be excellent. Knee pads on.
Yeah, and it comes with the chair.
Yeah, and that backpack is just look
with the cat.
The backpack, yeah, with the cat, with the pink assault rifle, and then she's still got another assault rifle, which is more traditional. And then she's got, I don't know, the CCP armband on her, which probably says, I love China, death to the world on it, or something like that. I don't know. But okay, look, I'm going with that one. But yeah,
I love it.
Great. I think it's great.
Love it.
Yeah, I think I gotta check, but I think we both pre-ordered. I have to check, but I think I'm pretty sure we both pre-ordered that one. Let's see. Really great details, this Purple Valkyrie. Chest rigs for the win. Yes. Where else could she put them? I think it does look like a FAMAS, somebody said. Looks like a Type 95 FAMAS. There you go. Huge save for Denmark. Fuck. Not magazines, mamazines. Mamazine. Okay. Knee pads. Yeah, baby. Well, when she's down, okay. Probably shouldn't go there. Mags, not clips. I'm sure Robert said mags. I'm sure he said mags. Kind of cool. Kind of cool.
I know, right?
Yeah. People are sort of digging this one. Yeah. Sort of digging it. There we go. Yeah, it's a doozy. I think I won't check now, but I'll check after the stream to see if I've got that. Because if I haven't got that on order, I need that on order. I'm positive I have it on order. My list of stuff at Toys Wonderland is just like paid. It's just that's what I do with it. It's just like I think there's two things which I have on layaway because I keep forgetting I can do that. But other than that, it's just all paid.
I paid off my special Thanos throne from his starship 14 months ago, and I'm still waiting for it. It hasn't come out.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Well, I got some, I mean, even on Jazz Inc., I'm doing well because, I pay I've even got, the Justice Mobile's downstairs. The Bat Computer's paid off. The Bat Signal paid off. So the things that I have on layaway at the moment with Jazz Inc. 2 sodding bat wings,
dude.
Snow Speeder, and Vulcan and Vulture from Spider-Man.
What about the 66 Batmobile?
Go fuck yourself, Robert.
By the way, I did just put in the picture of the throne that I've had on order for 14 months at Toys Wonderland. You know me and my fetish for chairs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, this chair is so good as well.
I know, right?
Yeah, let's...
And I want to do my Thanos triptych. I've got the Infinity War snapping Thanos. I've got this Thanos, and I'm waiting for the sad Thanos with the ruined Infinity Gauntlet.
Thanos, yes.
I mean, come on.
That's a throne.
Isn't that great?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Can we get it? Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, it's even got a stand for his weapon.
Oh, they haven't just propped it up.
No, it comes with the deluxe version comes with like a stand.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it there's a picture at the end where it shows the stand and how the weapon fits into it. It's really cool. That's just this thing standing, but if you go to the end of the pictures, it's got a picture of how the stand
has goes in there, doesn't it? That clearly.
Well, no, it's a big thing. You'll see it there you go. Look at that.
Oh, whoa.
Dude, come on.
Whoa.
Even though that with that flipper back thing, it kind of looks like a toilet, but whatever. you won't see that when he's.
It's a backrest.
Yeah, of course. It's exactly what it is.
It's a backrest. He's got back problems. That is beautiful, by the way.
I know, it's not amazing.
Yes, is the answer to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is beautiful. And that's Gamora next to it, man. Holy cow.
How great is that?
Jeez. He does look insanely imposing comparative to that Gamora.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a 1 in 6 Gamora? Can't be, surely.
Yeah, I know it is.
Thanos came running up to me, my bowels would just empty. It's all out. That is beautiful, sir.
I've waited for so long. I've waited so long.
To have me larynx crushed by you.
Yeah.
Wow. Right. Let's get into some Thupre Dopre chat.
Yes, let's do that.
And I've probably got a kitty to get at the end of the stream to pre-order. Because I can.
And you should.
Because I can. Wrong button. Right button. Here we go. So let's have a look at some of the super duplities. Let's see what you guys and gals and kids of the ladies have been saying. Shane O'Reilly with a €1 Fiddy connoisseur mustache. And then, in case Justin turned up, Justin did have an invite. I even sent him the link, but we did say to him, just, you know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. If you wake up and you're not feeling 100%, just go to bed.
Go to sleep.
You know, we can stream, you know, whenever we want, you know. Look after yourself. Yeah, how much is that chair? How much? Sorry, I think it's $192.
The Thanos chair? No, it's like $109.
$109. There you go. Wow.
It wasn't expensive.
Yeah, that is good stuff.
Mm.
Yes, so Shane O'Reilly also, God bless him, with a €1 did a sleeping face super sticker, and then with a €1 Fiddy phallic. Zwog. There you go. Tay Baby 26 with a $5. Good afternoon, you two of my favorite people who I admire. Just wanted to spread some good vibes and love. You both. I'm ready for what choice? Oh, Tay Baby. That's kind. It's kind. It's put me in. It's buzzed me. You've buzzed me. You've hit my dopamine spot with that one. Thank you. Svinstead, who just happens to be Danish, with 20 Danish, is inserting a Danish penis, and it's squirting over Great Britain. Okay. Okay. So you're competitive. Okay, I get it. It's fine. I appreciate that. The Uber Geek with a £5 Walter White hot toy in his tidy whities. Yeah, come on, England. Is that available? Can you get that? Can you get what a wine is? Or I mean, you could easily bespoke one with what we've had so far. But
I have a Heisenberg Walter White.
Yeah,
and then that I already have that, but they've made a couple, and then I also have Saul, which I need to open up and put them together. I'm going to do some renovations. When next time you see this, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be squared off. You're going to see a bigger background, and you'll see. Everybody always complains that my digital lights, my twinkly little LED lights, look like a girl on ChatterBait or OnlyFans bedroom. So I actually did get diffusers, and I'm going to be putting lights. Yeah, I'm going to get lights that go like right along this, right below these figures. I'm going to have lights all behind me, and so to light up. And I've got colored lights. I'm going to do a whole different vibe.
What you're saying is there's a lot of illumination to come.
There's a lot of illumination to come. It's gonna look cool.
You're gonna light up everyone's day.
I'm gonna turn on everyone's heart light, like Neil Diamond did in the '80s.
And then he did a blackface in the jazz singer.
That was the original jazz singer. That was Al Jolson.
Jens Anderson with a 50 Swedish. Hell, Robinaz was not at all excited for Loki today. And when I saw all the Lokis, I was meh, but I grow to love him right in time for his demise.
Yeah, come on now. They shouldn't have done that.
Richard E. Grant, Loki, had a better character arc in one episode than any of these characters have had in 5. And it was glorious.
It was glorious. glorious purpose.
And I did love it. And I was so pleased that there was something in this show which I'm like, I'm not going to take a lot from this.
No.
In actual fact, I'm going to forget virtually everything. But seeing Richard E. Grant creating not hallucinations. What's the word?
Illusions.
Illusions. Thank you. Making an illusionary Asgard.
That was so cool.
Was while really like giving it all his ham, with his he was acting the shit out of it. And then laughing in the face of death, laughing at them. God, I was just like, why can't when you can hit those notes and he can do it so well, why have we had 5 episodes of fucking walking and talking and petting and when you could have some amazing set pieces like that for different characters. But he is Loki. Richard E. Grant earned he not just earned Loki, he is the Loki after the Loki episode. He was great.
I hope Hot Toys makes it. I love Richard E. Grant. I've always loved Richard E. Grant. And I'd love to get a rich.
That's Richard. I would buy your figure. No one else's, but I'd buy your figure. I don't want a TVA Loki. I don't want a man in a beige suit Loki. Thank you very much. I want a Richard E. Grant being an absolute boss Loki.
Totally.
Because of the way that they put him in the OG costume at the end of last episode, I legitimately thought, they're going to make him literally like a court jester. They're going to make him like a fool, a buffoon. He's going to be tripping up on his cape. He's going to be the wah wah. And then he turned out to be the fucking daddy. He turned out to be the absolute daddy. Just some guys say, have you seen the SH Figure Arts tech on Iron Man? Are these the 1 in 10s?
No, they're 1/12.
Yeah. I don't do 1 in 12. and Man of War 665 Neighbor of the Beast isn't here today, so I don't have to suffer his 1 in 12 ignominy.
I've got some 1/12 figures.
I probably have.
I've got like a Clockwork Orange figure, a Danger Diabolic figure, the Warriors, Moon Knight. I have a few. Dawn of the Dead.
I like the figures that I like are either old school bubble figures, which come in various shapes and sizes, Figma or 1 in 12s, 1 in 6s. So anything that's kind of like Figma. So I've got some beautiful, like the whole Final Fantasy 9 cast, and that's going to come out the boxes. That's going to go in Dragon Quest. I've got I Am Sizes. I'm sorry. Yeah. Love a big pair of. And I've got Sword Art Online Figmas, which I love to get out. Love to get those displayed. My Asuna and Kirito. Get those out as well. But we'll see because I've got nine module cases and I've got 2 extra gay I got 9 module cases and then I've got 2 like IKEA glass. You've seen I've sent you like my Lego, the first,
which is really cool.
So I've got 2 more of those downstairs as well.
By the way, there's something that you might want to get that I picked up. So the module cases we're getting from Sideshow come with 2 LED lights.
Yeah.
And they plug into a hub that you get. And the hub, the ones they send you, can actually fit 3 lights. It comes with a plug. You have to close the circuit. So all the 2 lights have to be plugged in. And then the 2 lights have to be plugged in. And then it comes with a plug already in it for the 3rd section.
Yeah.
So I found on Amazon
Ooh.
the same lights that come with the Module cases. So I've got a total of 9 coming in. I've got my 3, but I'm waiting for 6 more.
Yeah.
So I found the hub of the light. I found the lights, and you can buy 6 more. So I'm going to add a 3rd light to all 9 of my Module cases.
Oh, okay.
So, and you already got the hardware. They send you the hardware, so it'll just fit right in the box that you already have. So it goes pretty well. So here is I'll put it in.
Yeah.
Here's a link in the private chat to those lights, and it just adds, because they light up. It still looks cool, but it's always better to have more light. And it was only $42, $43 to get 6 of them.
6, yeah. Well, I mean, after you spent what you spent for
The Module cases.
Yeah, then that's.
I mean, you don't need them, but what's cool is I put mine on the sides, so I'm going to put one in the center that flat goes down directly. So there you go.
We don't have them in the UK.
Oh, well.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look around for them in the UK. But they're not showing up on Amazon for the UK.
Well, that's just distressing.
Well, that's just a pisser.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's just jump into a couple more super duperies. Andy Masterson with a $2. Andy Masterson is the guy that's created the bespoke 1-in-6 for me. Rob, is your Burnett work PO box current?
Yes, but it goes to Iowa, and if you want my address, hit me up on Twitter, and I'll send you my direct address.
Boom.
If you promise not to come, slit my throat in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Or send me flaming dog poo.
It's not something I can promise, but okay. Lost for words with a £1.50 phallic. What? Zwag. Galvatron with a $2. Have you seen the new Lego Star Wars Mandalorian Forge? Wait, okay. Lego Mandalorian Forge. Let's have a look. Oh, it looks quite cute. Oh, I was hoping it was going to be like a big forge that you could build. It's like, it is the size of the Lego figs and underground, but it does look great. It does look nice, but it ain't going to get my money because it's,
Well, look at this.
Oh.
Let me drop this in the live chat for you.
Ladies. Let me drop this in the live chat. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the Lego Forge.
Yeah. But I think this is an MOC. Whatever,
share it.
Pretty neat.
Boink. Can we get this bigger?
That's what she said.
Ladies. Hey, look at that. It is cool. Don't get me wrong, it is cool. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's neat. It's a neato. It's a neato. I have got too much Lego that needs building right now.
I know how that is. But for me, it's model kits. Too many model kits.
Too many model kits. So little time.
Too many model kits.
I really want to get that Daily Bugle done first, I think. I think that's the one that I'm going to do first on a time lapse. Jens Anderson again with a 50 Swedish. He was the hero we needed, but not the one we got. RIP. I caught your stream while I was working, Rob, when you talked about meeting Tom C. Love the stream.
Tom Cruise.
Maybe.
That could be it.
Maybe.
I had an incredible experience meeting Tom Cruise. It was
Little
very little Tom. It was yeah.
Little T. He likes to be called Lil T. LIL-T.
Mm-hmm.
Lil T. You call me Lil T. I got lifts in here. I'm even smaller when I take him out.
It's true.
He's meant to be. Isn't Mel Gibson meant to be paranoid about his height as well?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, it's just, I guess, so many actors are short of stature.
Yeah,
So,
I just remember we used to have this guy who did a like review show, film review show, and you know, when of course critics were actually respected, and he just recalls this story where he was at a Hollywood party, you know,
mm-hmm.
and he was just talking to somebody, and he said suddenly, like, Mel Gibson came up to him and he was like fuming, and he's like, "Why are you wearing lifts?" And he's like, "I'm not wearing lifts. This is the, you know, I'm just in shoes." And it was just like, "You're not that tall. You're not that tall." And he was just like, and he said I wasn't that tall, but I was like taller than Mel Gibson. It was just like, this guy was just like incredibly paranoid about his height. Knowing Mel, he was probably drunk at the time. Let's just be honest.
Yes.
It was probably very, very.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Galvatron again as well with a $5. As are you getting the TF, the Ark Titan TF? Oh, I wish people wouldn't abbreviate. My brain is absolutely
Transformers,
the Ark Titan. Oh, I need to have a look see.
More than meets the eye.
Yeah, my oh yeah, baby. My brain is so dead at the moment. So here's here. Let's just I'll just do a quick share. Let's do you on a full screen. Hey. So I'll show you the channel in a second, folks, but we'll just have a look at that. So if you want to go check out the channel and everything. So this is the Ark Titan. This is the Ark that arrives on Earth. So obviously they would be pretty tiny comparative. Will Jack is an Optimus. Look at the that's pretty cool. Oh, there we go. Look at that big boy.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. That's next to what's my jiggy? I do have Scorponok. Drink some water, Az. Thank you. I'm trying to. I am just sleep deprived is what it is. I'm sleep deprived, so my brain's just currently absolutely dead. I have not slept well in about 4 days now.
Not good.
Not good, no. Look at the scarring on it as well. Little bits of that. That face looks great. I like it. Now, who is this? This is Prime versus Prime. So go check him out, people. Go check him out. Prime versus Prime.
That's really cool.
To have a look-see. Yeah. To have a look-see poo. Yeah, I'm gonna see when it's gonna be available for pre-order or whatnot. But yeah, I just haven't slept well in like 4 days. It's a weird combination of like the heat and it's like the weather here at the moment. It's like we've got one day which is warm, the next day which is like really cold, and it's just I'm all over the place. My body just feels all over the place with and then I've like I'm doing streams until 4 o'clock in the morning while still being up at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm doing like nearly 24-hour days, and then I'm like not sleeping because I need to get up and carry on and work. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Which might
That's what I say.
Too far away.
I like saying I'll sleep when I because sleeping. People go, Rob, do you ever sleep? I sleeping's good, but then you miss out on so much.
Yeah, I got shit to do. And we spend, what is it, a third of our lives asleep? No, I got shit to do, boy. Okay. Where did we get to? With a $1.50 phallic. What? Dog. Tomek Jeziorski. If I got that right, that's amazing. With a 25 Polish, I think. Hey, Rob. The 1980 Flash Gordon was criticized for whitewashing Ming. Ming, who's an alien.
Well,
the irony is the idea of Asian villain was 1930s racism. What's your take on it?
Well, I want to read you something. I just found it from
you talking about the ratings
from the BBC. Yeah, December 22nd says the British Board of Film Classification, the BBFC, added a warning about discriminatory stereotypes from the Flash Gordon recent re-release. Ming was of East Asian appearance and was played by Sweden's Max von Sydow. You know what? Really, it's facial hair. Yeah. It's and there's makeup, of course, to make him look sinister or devilish. I never thought Max von Sydow was Asian, but BBC FC senior policy officer Matt Tyndall says that because the outdated portrayal of Flash Gordon's nemesis, as well as some violence and bad language, he said Ming the Merciless is coded as an East Asian character due to his hair and makeup, but he's played by Swedish actor Max von Sydow in the film, which I don't think is something that would happen if this were a modern production, and is something that we're also aware of that viewers might find dubious, if not outright offensive. But it's not like he's talking in pidgin English or broken English or something. No. And I'm like, I don't think that anybody, but of course I'm not Asian, so I don't know if I'm sensitive to this. I really can't speak to this, but it's funny to me. I never thought of anyone in Flash Gordon, because Princess Aura, who is not, well, she kind of, I guess she maybe looks vaguely Asian, or Nella Muti, who's one of the hottest women I've ever seen ever in any movie, who is Ming's daughter in Flash Gordon, still has the same kind of features to make her features look, or makeup to make her features look sharper. And again, I never thought of it that way, but okay. I mean, does that mean that the portrayal of there's a race of little people in the movie that where they're all different colors, and does that mean it's racist against little people, or ableist, or ageist, or?
All I know is that they think a director shoving a camera up a 12-year-old girl's vagina is fine for cuties. But Max von Sydow as Ming is no.
Yeah.
So that's where we are with current day.
I mean, here's another one from 2009. Here's a good one. October 13th, 2009. This was written by Dustin Collins. As a fan of both sci-fi and pre-World War II pop culture, I naturally have a lot of affection for Alex Raymond's Flash Gordon. There's much to be enjoyed about the original comic strip, which basically invented the style that led to the creation of superhero comics. The 1936 serial starring Buster Crabbe, and even the 1980 movie, which I've mentioned before. The 1970s soft-core porn version, Flesh Gordon, is also a lot of fun. Although the various incarnations get pretty complicated, the basic story of a regular guy from Earth who ends up on a bizarre alien planet where he inadvertently becomes the hero in the struggle against Emperor Ming, the tyrant who has been keeping the whole planet under his thumb. With the recent rebirth of big-budget sci-fi and comic book adaptations, the time almost seems perfect for a new Flash Gordon movie. It's never quite been done cinematic justice, and the basic story would hold up well to a modern interpretation. Unfortunately, there's one rather big problem. Emperor Ming. As the name implies, Flash's nemesis is an unreconstructed yellow peril Asian stereotype. Despite being an alien, he's undeniably portrayed as the worst sort of racist view of a Chinese ruler. He's a vindictive, inscrutable tyrant with an affection for ornate finery and a lecherous eye for white earth women. White earth women. In the original comic, he has bright yellow skin, long fingernails, a high-collared robe, and a Fu Manchu goatee. Concerns about racism never even entered anyone's mind until the 1980 film. By that time, it was at least necessary to be racially sensitive. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, he's an alien. He's not of this world.
No.
And it's interesting.
Wouldn't it have been more racist to actually have an Asian? Because you're saying, oh, because he has like thin facial hair, which is, you know, been more accustomed to the Asian people in you know, paintings, etc., throughout the course of history. Ergo, we must stereotypically cast an Asian in that role. It's not as if we're casting, you know, Charlie Chan here, and then we're casting an American actor to play, you know, like they used to do. They used to, you know, get an American actor, cast them as Charlie Chan, and stick, you know, literally do that with them as they did it. No, there was none of that. This was just beautiful makeup and the great, amazing Max von Sydow, and people, I think people get so consumed for no reason. I think they get so, they want to find the offense.
Well, it's interesting. Like, if you were to go back and recast Ming today, you could do almost anything you want with Ming.
Well, it'd be a black woman. We all know that.
I just find I find it strange that I think everything would eventually be you know, updated to reflect the times, because there aren't even the Chinese do not live up to the stereotype of from the almost 100 years ago. Everybody's sort of changed anyway. You know, we've moved on. I think you'd have somebody in a really nice linen suit. Like, I love my Tony Leung, who's playing Shang-Chi's father in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. He's one of my favorite actors in the world right now. I love that guy, and he's playing the villain. So if you have a Chinese national playing a villain in the Shang-Chi movie, does that make it racist? Because it's set in China or in and around, like, it's, I don't know. Like, it's not like Ming the Merciless was portrayed as being, I mean, he was a very formidable villain. And
oh yeah, he was scary as a kid.
He was really good at what he did. And, you know, it's not like it's Mr. Mickey Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's,
okay,
you know, he's, I mean, Ming the Merciless is a badass in Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
he's a badass. He's very good at what he does. He rules all the different races of Mongo, all the different peoples, and
he's not Asian, he's alien.
Yeah, he's from Mongo.
So, in just by that regard, the whole thing's a moot point. So why can't an alien look like the way that they do with Max von Sydow?
Because we're a less mature people now.
Yeah, but if Flash Gordon was made today, Ming would actually be the hero, and Flash Gordon would be the villain, because he's straight white man.
And by the way, I'm unrepentantly buying, if it ever comes out, the Big Chief Studios 12-inch or 1/6 scale figure of Ming. That figure is amazing.
If it ever comes out.
Yeah, where is it? Did that figure get, say it with me now, canceled?
Oh my god.
Let's see.
Maybe. Wouldn't surprise me. It is daft. I have the article myself. I was actually going to make it as the second video today, but I fell asleep downstairs on the sofa for 3 hours. So that didn't happen. But that was, meant to come out as a secondary video today as I went through the various films which have been upgraded and some of the films which have been downgraded, like the Fast and the Furious films.
Yeah.
They're all 12A now. Really? I'm actually surprised they're not just PGs. Why? But okay, whatever. Oh,
they've updated the delivery. Ming is October of 2021.
Ooh.
I mean, let me just put this in the chat for you, because my God, does this figure look amazing? I want it. I want it, and
I want it right now.
I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna have a tyrant run, I mean, this is one well-dressed bad guy.
This is one well-dressed bad guy.
Dude, look at that figure, man.
That's great.
I mean,
now,
who doesn't?
Now, look. What is wrong with that?
Well, he's coded. You know, I mean, he's Ming.
No, what if his world? That's how his world like to wear their facial hair.
Right, exactly.
Because he's an alien, and this is the domineering way of displaying your facial hair. You grow your mustache long, and the longer you are, the more virile.
That's correct. Remember when he says, "Prepare her for our pleasure."
Yeah, ladies. This is great. I mean, it just saddens me. It's beautiful. That is one gorgeous figure. What is
Dude, look at that figure.
I know.
Look at that figure, my God.
It's a thing of beauty.
It is just.
Oh, look at that pose as well.
Dude, come on.
He's ready to create some carnage.
Love it. Of course, they didn't get it out for its 40th anniversary, but okay.
No, but you know.
Well. Good stuff, Maynard. I want it. I want it now.
It's just it's such a shame. They taint. Oh, look at that. Yeah, he's got his drink with him. Yeah, boy. They just try to taint these things with their own politics. Just go away.
Well, also, I don't like the fact that all of these things we evolve. Human civilization evolves, you know, and we've evolved. Now I think that we should all make our Chinese stereotypes about communism and getting rid of freedom and the ability to repressing Hong Kong.
A lot of Americans, a lot of Democrats by doing that.
Well,
how dare you attack?
I miss classical liberalism, ass. I just don't know where it went.
I think most people are, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Where did it go?
Classical in the front of it right now.
Where did my right?
Down
classical.
The toilet. Down the toilet. Drowning Clown with a $5. Hey, Laz! I've sent you an email concerning your crisps. Also, is Rob a fan of Warhammer 40k minis?
Okay, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
I've never played Warhammer, but a friend of mine, well, an ex-friend of mine that I used to be involved with was a huge Warhammer guy. And he had entire armies of Warhammer figures and miniatures. He had, gigantic Warhammer miniatures. And at our old studio, used to have people come over and they would set up these massive Warhammer games.
Mm.
And I loved looking at the figures and the model kits and everything. And I'm like, there is no way I'm going to go down this rabbit hole. As much as I thought all that stuff was cool, I even now look at some of the model spaceships, the Warhammer spaceships. I'm like, I can't do it. Although I almost pulled the trigger on, I wanted the Harlequin army. I'm like, I want a Harlequin army. And I was, for a while, he was getting me the weekly Warhammer books, the magazine that came out.
White Dwarf.
White Dwarf. And I kept looking at it. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't
White Dwarf is pornography.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, man. I'm looking at, and they have all these painting tutorials. I'm like, oh man.
That's the danger. I'm not a good I'm not a good painter. I'd never painted anything for 20 years, 25 years. I get into Warhammer a few years ago. I can't paint for shit. But what do? You go to the website. They have these very basic tutorials with some really cool little skills that are really easy to pick up. You might not be able to do it to the level that they can do it, but even your sort of scrub level still makes it look, that gives it that layer of texture, that layer of depth, yada, 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 or whatever it may be. And then suddenly I'm painting these Warhammer demons and whatnot, and I'm looking back and going, this is all right, it's not grandmaster, but this is like very acceptable stuff to go on a tabletop.
Yep.
I mean, once this area is cleaned out, because I don't think that's going to become the Bat mobile area anymore. I think this is going to remain clean, and this is going to become the area. What's the word I'm looking for? This is going to become where I do my
modeling
stuff.
area.
Well, kind of like the modeling area or
assembly, the factory floor, as it were.
Yeah, it's gonna be where I can crack open the minis again and start painting. Get on with Nick Ricada and start doing some painting, and it's just gonna become my area for that. It's the area that can just be easily put as the hobby area, like the hobby area, the craft area, stuff like that. So that can just be put aside. Then the round turntable can be put on there, so I can start doing recording of the figures. Then that can go away. Then the Lego can come out, and then that can start it's gonna become that area where it can all happen as we go into extra time in the football.
Yeah. What's up with it? It's 1-1, man.
1-1 extra time, possibly penalties. England is so good at penalties. What
is Overdrive 1050? Do you know what that is?
No.
Somebody tweeted out, pretty selfish of England and Denmark to not finish this in regulation, so at Overdrive 1050 can start at 5 p.m. Shameful, really. I don't even know what that means, but I think it's funny.
I know. I don't know what. I'm gonna have a look. I've got a microphone.
I'll tell you what it is. It Pinty's Overdrive hot takes on Toronto sports. Okay, so it's a Canadian.
Okay, there you go.
It's a Canadian.
It's a radio channel. Okay.
They must have been thinking, we're gonna screw with the Canadians. We're gonna make this game go overtime.
Sorry. Planet Cult with a 20 Danish. Seen McFarlane's awesome 66 Batman set coming out.
Oh, it's dope.
Yeah,
but I've got the 12 scale. I got the 12 scale. I got the 6 scale. I got the Hot Toys Batman and Robin from 66, and I can't wait to get the Jazz Inc. Batmobile.
Well, I really want to get the 66 Batmobile because I really want wherever I end up, I want a room, I want an area that's gonna be developed into a Batcave. I want, styrofoam painted into rock formations to give it the rock look. I want perspex into the areas. I want a Robin costume in memory of Jason Todd. I want a suit area where the suits are, and I want the Batmobile area because I'm going to have the Justice Mobile. I have the Tumbler on order. If I get the 66 Batmobile, there's 3 Batmobiles. Then I could get.
Are you going to get the
hands-
Batman Forever Batmobile?
What? Oh, when Juice is Juice doing that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the light up. I mean, come on.
Yeah. As soon as that goes up, that's getting grabbed. So there'll be that, and the 89 Batmobile up for grabs as well. So I would have this beautiful sort of like garage of Batmobiles with like one selected at the front as like this is the current day, Batmobile. God damn, that would just be such a beautiful project to do. A Batcave, just such a beautiful project.
Oh, build a whole. I mean, you could get a bunch of DF 120 Module cases and do something that went all down one side of a wall. So you could if you put 3 together, it would be like having 6 DF60s lined up, and you could do a whole area where half of it would be the cars parked, the Batmobiles parked next to each other, and the end of it would be the whole Bat computer and everything else.
The Batwing's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, well, then you'd need more.
The 89 Batwing I could have there, but get not a tarpaulin, but like a drape that's sort of half over it, because that's like the retired Batwing.
You could get 8 DF, or you get 9 DF1, or not, maybe not. Just stack them on top of each other and do different levels. Like the planes would be on the top. Right below that, the level would be the Bat computers, and then below that would be the Batmobiles. And get cool backgrounds. And just saying.
Yeah. I'm having a crisis in my pants, and I don't care. Godzillionaire with a $5. As have you seen the Lemon Tree purple potato figure? G1 Soundwave that transforms into Galvatron's ship from the 86 movie. Worth it for the alt mode. Lemon Tree purple potato. That's Lemon Tree purple potato. There's Shockwave. Oh, that's out of stock. Out of stock, but it's a beautiful Shockwave.
Now you have to get one.
Okay, thank you for, I'm not trying to be rude here. I do love you. I do appreciate you, but thank you for putting me down another fucking rabbit hole. Because now I'm going to be swimming in it. Swimming in it. Dude, I need to have a look into this, because that Shockwave on its own just looked amazing. God, hell yeah. No, I really want a good Shockwave. I do. I really want a good Shockwave. That's why I'm desperately hoping they do the Bumblebee Shockwave. S-Beam with a $5. Excuse me, I was burping. I'll be having a review up soon of the Hot Toy IG-11 on my channel. Did either of you pick up the IG-11 figure? Also, paint app of RMB sculpt up tomorrow. Well, I've got dude, I've got the where is it? Where is it? Oh, there you go. I have the Citadel color paint app. So this is what I use for Warhammer painting tips.
Oh, nice.
So that's what I use, and then I go to the website, and then I go to Duncan, and I just try and get all the little tips and hints that I can get to improve painting. Yes, I bought the IG-11, by the way. Yes. Did you get the IG-11?
I did not. I might get it. I have the Sideshow IG-88. I'm like, 29. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. I didn't get it. I might.
I got it.
I don't mean to. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer.
It's really good, actually. I was surprised. I thought it might be quite boring, but I was actually surprised at how much I rather liked it.
Yeah, no, everyone says it's great. I got to get it.
Yeah, because you do get the explosive chest piece as well,
which is cool.
So if you want to relive your IG-11 suicide bombing,
and who doesn't?
Yes, and who doesn't? There you go. Michael Ponesti with a 7 Canadian. Ming the Merciless to replaced by Something Wong. Or We Too Low. Also, Italy will beat you guys or Denmark. No difference. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe the peak too soon. And Rob Altis with a $5. As entertainment is supposed to give us a respite from our problems, not create them. Amen. Love you both. Hail Azarmb.
Well, thank you.
No, you're absolutely right. We are. I think it's very purposeful that we're systematically having our entertainment ruined, by the insertion of modern day sensibilities instead of allowing entertainment to do what it should be doing, which is escapism.
Well, also, I always say on my channel that the Burnett axiom has always been never put your universe before your characters and your story. And I've had to amend that to say never put your agenda before your characters and your story. And I think that what's happened is, great storytelling has rules. When people say, "Oh, Rob, what do rules mean?" What does that mean? You can do whatever you want. You can, but storytelling is a form. It's a form that you can master. And just like the English language is, English language has a form, and you can be you can learn to be a better writer by wielding language in a great way. And I think the problem with great storytelling is that storytelling is actually about conveying human truths, the truths of human existence. And the truths of human existence, they cross racial boundaries, they cross ethnic boundaries, religious boundaries. The basic human truths are all derived from existence itself. So we all know what it's like, for instance, to be hungry and thirsty. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to tell a story that involves hunger, for instance, and not having enough food to eat, you can address these issues, and it doesn't matter who you are. Every human being is going to understand what it means to have a story where the guiding focus is that you're always hungry. Please, sir, may I have some more? And most great storytelling has something to say to all of us. And when you start plugging in your own agendas, then it starts to detract from the basic human truths in the story, because our concerns here in the United States are different than those concerns around the world, especially in terms of basic human needs and wants and desires and all those things. And I think I
just say it also conflicts with 50% of the United States as well.
Yes.
It's not just it's conflicting in your own country, never mind getting out of the country. So you got to take that into consideration as well.
Yeah, well, I think that's one of the things our country, as we become increasingly more divided, we've forgotten what it is that makes us similar. And the idea that, for instance, like I always believed, and I still believe this, let's say you are let's say you're raising a barn, like in the Harrison Ford movie Witness. If I was working on something out in my yard, whether I was working on a car, whether I was building something, even in LA, my neighbors would come over and go, "Hey man, do you need some help?"
Yes.
And we might be completely ideologically at odds, politically or religiously or whatever. But if someone sees you building something or someone sees you needing help, most people, I've believed that I grew up in a world where I've witnessed the fact that people would come over and help you. They would either offer help or something. I don't know if that's necessarily true anymore. And I think one of the things that always kept America is that whenever you whenever you saw somebody needing aid, you would go over and render it. That was just something we did. You didn't have to be asked. It was just something I took for granted. And I think our country is becoming less and less like that. And it's,
I mean, we used to try and discover our commonalities.
Yes.
So let's say your neighbor came and said, "Hey, howdy, neighbor. Do you want a hand, doing your garden or whatever? I got a few couple of hours." And you go, "Yeah, that'd be fantastic." And they come over and they say, "Hey, look, oh man, I'm a love me some of that politician, man." And you're not into that politician, man. And you're sort of like, not, I don't know. And what we kind of used to do is be like, "Oh, okay, this doesn't look like we're going to be able to have a conversation about this." So we flip it to something else. "Oh, did you see the sports ball game?" "Oh, yeah."
I mean, that last Denmark penalty kick really sucked. So much for getting back into it. No.
Yeah. So you would find something that you could engage together with,
and also that was polite. There was the idea that you should be polite to your fellow person. The idea is, if you meet somebody that needs a hand, you don't make it about politics. You make it about the task at hand, which needs to be completed. And look, in this country, politics has become so divisive that, like, we need our infrastructure in this country fixed. We need cybersecurity. Otherwise, these Russian gangs are going to hold up companies for ransom. These are things that need to be fixed. Now we're making it political, like, "Oh, I'm not going to, unless you give in to my demands, we're not going to go fix this bridge." And it's like, wait a minute, let's fix the bridge first. Yeah. Because we don't want buildings collapsing. So let's take care of that, and then we'll move on and deal with these other issues. I mean,
or as we do here in fandom, this is what brings us together. I'm sure there are tons of people in the chat that have different opinions about different things in general, whether it be politics to food. But what do we do? We find the commonality that we all interested in. So people are interested today. People come to this stream because they want to see toys. They want to hear talk about toys. They want to see enthusiasm about toys. They want to discover new toys. They want to rekindle the love for old toys. That's the commonality which binds us, and everything else is irrelevant.
Yeah,
and it's irrelevant to that.
And another thing is, I mean, this stream ultimately, not just is it about toys, but it's about joy. These are streams about happiness. I mean, these are streams about things that there's a reason why not a lot of people are doing toy streams like we are.
Yeah.
and I would say that there's another like being our age. I mean, I'm a little older than you, but the fact that we can still derive joy and pleasure from such simple things.
Why not? Why not? I say,
Yeah, I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant, and I think it's incredible that something, because a lot of the fan stuff that we show off and we go through, if we reduce it to its common denominator, it's stuff we grew up with.
Yeah,
it's stuff that we as a kid latched onto and was just like, this is so cool. And now all we've done is evolve into a position where we used to say, "Mummy, can it?" And she's like, no. And now we've evolved into a position where it's sort of like, "Mummy, don't need you anymore." Yes. That's the position that we've moved into. But of course, because people who have had a penalty for England, because people who have grown up alongside us with the same attitude, but have moved into the production side of things, they're now producing the things which we love. the things which we grew up with, the things which gave us our incredible memories and excitement, but to an unbelievable level. That's why we have these 1 in 6 hot toys. That's why we have these incredible face sculpts, the Prime 1 statues. That's why we have all these. And now, of course, you know, some of us are fortunate enough to, you know, to varying degrees, of course, but we're fortunate enough to be able to say, hey, I've got some disposable income which I can place into X hobby, Y hobby, or this toy or that toy, even if it's just a couple that you're able to put on your shelf and just look up and go, yes. And that, you can't put a price on that joy. You can't.
No, and you know, I think that it's amazing. Like, some people grow up and they don't buy toy cars anymore; they buy real cars. You know, Jay Leno, exactly. Jay Leno's garage. Yeah. He made tens of millions of dollars, and what brings him joy are real cars. Or you go to YouTubers like Manny Koshpin, who's made he's a billionaire selling real estate, and he buys very high end automobiles, and there's nothing wrong with that either. You know, and I think that
again, it's an evolution. It's from Matchbox cars, watching TV shows, and then it's evolved into, I need to, you know, let's have a look at the mechanics of this, and then the mechanics in that turn into the mechanics go into you know, I want to do this, and then that gets you into the engineering aspect, and then engineering aspect gets you into the build aspect, and the build aspect can just either get you into a love of cars, or it can send you into Formula One, you know, and so all of it stems, so, you know, jobs, careers.
England scored.
I know, and that was the sort of outburst. If I share, look, I'm just going to share my screen so you get look, it's there. It's just like, you know, that's what's on that screen right now. Nothing but that's all that's going on that screen right now. Sorry, Denmark. Yeah, and so it doesn't matter whether it turns into a love of toys or big real toys, you know, like cars, Formula One, Formula 3, you know, rally, motorcycles, motorbikes. It's the same attitude which has got you there in the end. It's the same love and drive and excitement for that product which has got you there in the end. And yeah, this is why I think it is just such an unbridled love that we display here. And why not? This is what we need. We need some smiles on faces.
100%.
Galvatron with a $5 R&B and as 1/12 scale. I know. McFarlane 66 Batcave is awesome and only $30. The figs and Batmobile, etc., go with the Mattels from a few years ago. Well, I've got a Lego 66 Batcave to be built, and that's going to be bigger than that, and that's to me going to be more worthwhile because it's Lego and it's Batman and it's the 1966. And you get partial Wayne Manor, you get the poles, you get the nuclear reactor, you get the computer, you get the Batmobile, you get Batman, Robin, Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, Joker, Penguin, Catwoman, Riddler. You know, you get all sorts with it. So when we do the build on that, that's going to be a whole load of awesome. Peter Pacheco with a $5. In your opinion, which third-party Tony Stark head sculpt is the best to go with the Mark 85? Since currently you cannot get the new head sculpt through Sideshow.
Ooh, well, let me look this up. There's so many.
I'm going with the OG. I want the one that they don't want. I want it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it depends. There's so many different head sculpts for Tony Stark.
Most people are saying the Mark 50. That's what most people are saying.
Yeah, and that's a great head sculpt.
Which is, yeah, but I just like I like the one that they're putting with it. I just, you know, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Andrew Matthews with a £5. Rules can be broken in art and entertainment. But you do need to be talented, and it needs to make sense. You and you also need to not realize that you're being directed either, or stroked. You know, that's the beauty of good writing. Is not realizing what the writer's actually doing, or not realizing what the writer, you know, the subtext of what the writer's trying to say. You know, to you, it's just, oh, this is a great political intrigue, or this is a great relationship dynamic, whereas the subtext could be rooted in something completely different.
You know, like all of the same-sex love in the Lord of the Rings franchise, correct?
Oh, so much gay. So much gay.
That's another thing. Just some guy. I've really appreciated his takes on that. He's done some pretty good videos about that.
Oh, yeah.
About that upcoming Tolkien Society conference. I read that. I'm just like, really?
Yeah,
really?
Because I'm absolutely positive that when Tolkien was writing this, he was thinking to himself, now then, what is the trans subtext of what I'm doing here? Okay, yeah. I'm sure that you know, you just want to slap some people at times.
What I think is really interesting is that why isn't it okay to address something when you're examining something? You have to take into consideration when it was written, who it was written by, who it was written for, and why was it written. And you know, one of the things about Lord of the Rings that people forget, and it doesn't come up, well, because with Tolkien scholars, I mean, he was really worried about the industrialization of the world.
Yes.
And the fact that the beautiful rolling hills of England, you know, the land you live in Yorkshire, that the natural beauty and the natural order of things would be destroyed by mechanization and all of that. And that's a lot more of what you look what Saruman does at Isengard. You know, he chops down all the trees, and the army of the orcs or the goblins or whatever are using these beautiful natural resources to create weapons of war. And you know what happens? The Ents attack Isengard to take back what's rightfully theirs, which is nature itself. And that's definitely a subtext, not even a subtext. That's a big part. With him being a World War I veteran. You know, and actually seeing firsthand what no man's land looked like. And
hell yeah.
And it's like, these are the things that preoccupied him. And the idea that he believed in the English history and all of these things, and part of the identity of a country, and where and sure, did he borrow from things like the Ring of the Nibelung cycle and Norse mythology? Of course he did. But he was trying to create a modern mythology for England, you know, and you can't not take that into consideration when you're talking about Tolkien. And just because that's old hat, it's because people have been studying his work for a long time. And now you can impose things on it all you want, but that doesn't mean it was there. And I think it's unfair to say, well, this is really what was going on deep down inside Tolkien's brain. No, it wasn't. It was not. And I think it's
I think you're just a big fat transphobe.
See, what's funny about that is I'm about the last person you could call that to. And I'm like, what do the two things have to do with one another?
Nothing.
You know, and that's what I don't like, is that people are so disingenuous these days about what they're really talking about. Like if you're the idea of the uses of it, there's a great book about the uses of enchantment and storytelling and fables and mythology and where all of that comes from. And that's not to say if you want to write the great like Ursula K. Le Guin's The Left Hand of Darkness is about multiple genders, and that was what it was about. It's very much, you can read it. It's a tremendous science fiction novel. I think anybody who's interested should read it. It's a classic, and it was written by a woman, and it was a very interesting book, and I loved it. And that's what she was addressing. You know, it's not like anyone's hiding. Let's look for all these secretly coded messages. Sure. I mean, some things had those because you couldn't speak openly about a lot of these things, but they were there. You could look at them and go, yes, this wasn't there. But in Tolkien,
no, but these people are desperate to self-insert. That's all they do. If you look at a lot of the current product in the world today, when it comes to writing, when it comes to comics, it's all self-insert. Instead of putting yourself in the feet of the character, they're putting the character in the feet of themselves because they're not talented enough to do the former. And so there is and because I also think that social media has created a brand of narcissism that we've never seen before, the
Right.
level of that we've never seen before. We now have such entitlement by these absolute, I mean, I could say some words here, you know, but these absolute disgusting pieces of filth, which I think is the nicest way that I can express them, that they feel as if they are owed representation or owed to be in something, because these are the same voices which are constantly demanding that we do this, demanding that we do that, attacking people when they go, no, I don't want to put my pronouns in my bio. It's completely unnecessary for me. It's not the thing that I want to do, or those kind of levels. I don't have to play your game. Just because you have a game going on, it doesn't mean I have to be involved in it. Oh, you need to put your this and that. No, I don't. Or you're transphobic for doing it. No, I'm not. You are arbitrarily trying to set rules which I'm saying no to. You know?
Which
this is why I fight against things like compelled speech, because compelled speech is government trying to do what these people are doing and demanding that you address in a certain way. No.
Well, that's what I find so strange. I mean, if you're coming up with these new concepts, and obviously we have been able to, whether scientifically, socially, whatever, we've been able to identify different. There's been a lot of advances in psychology and in medical technology, medical understanding of things that we didn't understand before. So I'm all about diagnosing things that we, especially mental disorders that we didn't have any way of diagnosing. Now we do, and people are getting medication they needed. But what you do then is you create new words to define what these things are, to take language and subvert it and just turn it, like the idea that I don't understand how people want to refer to themselves in the singular as a plural. You know, like to me, I'm like, I don't. They, what? They is plural.
Plural. Yeah.
So I'm like, if you want to have a new word, fine. But why are you going to now misuse a word in the English language to define what it is you want me to call you? Like, I'm never going to be able to do that because it just sounds like you're saying the wrong thing.
It's snowflakeism, it's narcissism. It's look at me. It's just another way of clamoring for attention. Social media is not just providing them a platform to do it. Social media is actively supporting them doing this. And so the narcissism is being validated and it's getting out of control. And it is absolutely out of control. I was banned on Twitter for quoting Game of Thrones. Right. You know, where the platform which I was banned from has accounts called All Men Must Die, where if you go into the search engine and put All Men Must Die, we'll find thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of tweets saying All Men Must Die. But because I'm a voice that says no, I'm no longer mutual, as we'll take a prisoner reference now.
Oh, yes.
I am no longer mutual. I am unmutual. And I've become unmutual in the eyes of Twitter.
But what's terrifying about that is this is happening across the board on many different levels where they're allowing AIs or algorithms and things that don't understand nuance. Yeah. A lot of people we're going to fall into these traps, and it's going to happen across the board with a lot of different kinds of things, and people are going to suffer for it. And we have to be ever vigilant about these kinds of things. And I think that's some of taking it back to storytelling. Our great stories are about resisting this kind of thing.
Yes.
You know, that's Franz Kafka, whether he was writing, I mean, go back and read The Trial. You know, why is this man on trial? Why am I on trial? Well, we don't really know, but you did something wrong. You know, I mean, we're there. 1984, Brave New World, The Trial, and the funny thing is, people were writing about they were warning us about this decades ago.
Sure,
decades ago, and we're here. The dystopian science fiction future that all of these great writers were warning us about 50, 60, 70.
The prisoners It's the most relevant TV show in the world right now.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I find it, what I also find so strange is it's great storytelling works for a reason. And now we're being sold a bill of goods, like especially with things like Star Trek and Star Wars, where the stories that used to inspire us are not good stories anymore. They don't work. And they don't work because they are putting their agendas. The storytellers are putting their agendas because they're saying, we have something to tell you. And what's interesting is the old adage now, it's not even old, but we're not going to tell you what you should think. Yes. What we want to do is tell you what you should think about.
Yes.
But now, and that's a very different thing. The storytellers of yore, Rod Serling never came out and said in the Twilight Zone, let me, with my allegories, tell you exactly, I'm going to tell you exactly what you should think. He expected you to be smart enough as a viewer. I mean, these people presupposed intelligence on the part of their own audience.
Star Trek is exactly the same.
I mean, that's what great writing does. It's like, we hope through the example that we're showing you, like whether it's the monsters are due on Maple Street, whether it's the obsolete man, whether it's Time Enough at Last, whether it's Eye of the Beholder, we're giving you these stories to ponder, to bring your own understanding to this. And we're not going to get there and go, you better think exactly how we want you to think, or we're going to go after you. And that's the totalitarian warning that we were warned of decades ago. And we're not only is it happening, we're blissfully allowing it to happen.
Some people, but unfortunately, the power dynamic is that the people who are wanting to push that totalitarian regime have found themselves in the positions of power now. So they, over the course of the last, 20, 30 years, have weaseled their way in, and now the trap's been sprung. And now it's Big Brother's watching you. We're gonna tell you how to think. We're gonna moralize to you. We're gonna put our agendas in everything. We're gonna take what you've had and you've loved, and we're gonna twist it to our now sensibilities. And we don't care if you like it or not. We're gonna take characters that you love. We're gonna twist them. We're gonna change them purely to pander to us. And it's all it's doing is just causing more conflict, more divide. And you're not going to win a single heart that way. You're not going to convert a single person that way. All you're going to do is build up people like myself who are not afraid to say the word no.
But what I also don't understand is, what's the end game here? What world do you think you're building? Now, I understand that people, I believe that there has been the marginalization and the silencing of many different kinds of people around the world that has been going on for centuries, millennia. And I believe, my whole thing is that I think the more people that have a voice to speak out and tell their stories, hey, I want to hear those stories. I think we're better off when people have a voice. But the problem is now people want to give certain people a voice and silence other people, which is exactly the opposite of what should be going on. We should have more conversation. We have all this great communications technology. We should be sharing all of our voices and talk about these things, not point to other people and go, you're silenced now. Your time's done. You can't replace one oppression with another.
Time's up.
Can't do it.
No, it's stupid. It's pathetic. A lot of the things that they're complaining about have been in for the last decades becoming so much better and so much more tolerated.
Yeah. We were doing good.
Yeah, we were doing very good.
We were doing good.
Just organically. And I think one of the biggest things, the biggest thing which we have lost is our sense of humor. The sense of humor is gone.
Yeah.
And that has just killed everything. Everything is black pill. Everything is nihilistic now. And you just have to look at everything on modern day science fiction. Everything is dystopian. Everything is destroyed. Everything is desperate. and we have I mean, I can't even take Star Trek Discovery seriously as a show, because the thing is so, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, retarded. It is mentally deficient. It's been mentally deficient in the writing, in the directing, in the casting, in the acting. This show is a parody. It's a parody of intellectual science fiction. And yet, the only people that don't understand that are the people who are making it and in the show themselves. And that's the absolute antithesis of where we are right now. Picard, what was that? What on earth was Picard? An apology tour of a white man, a destruction of a beautiful character who had been beloved for 30 plus years. What exactly was the end goal for that? Star Wars. I can't even begin to even go there with Star Wars.
Well, what I find distressing about something like Star Trek, in a first season episode of the original series that came out in 1966, they had Dr. Corby, who had figured out a way using this technology to make immortal android bodies for human beings to transmit or you could put your consciousness in these android bodies. And at the end of this episode that was made in 66, 55 years ago, you find out it's horrifying. It's horrifying that you've let go of your humanity and you don't think straight anymore. And it's when it's revealed that Dr. Corby is in fact one of these androids with his hand, exposed, and Nurse Chapel is horrified. No, and he's like, "No, Christine, I can live forever." And she's like, "Yeah, but you're not you anymore. You're not a human being. What made you uniquely human is no longer there. And your actions speak this way, because once now you're immortal, you lose your morality, you lose your sense of self and all that." And it showed how horrific it really was. Cut to Picard, and at the end of the episode, "Oh yeah, we're gonna move you into an android body," and that was the antithesis of what Star Trek said when it was originally conceived.
His consciousness is also dead,
right?
So they're also putting a facsimile of it, so it's not even Picard. It's a fake body with a facsimile of what Picard was. So they couldn't even get their bullseye. Now it's time to be repressed moment, because I'm a minority. Correct, because the guy was bloody dead.
Yep.
So is Q gonna come back and restore his humanity in season 2, or is Q now they're ready to be dragged across the coals like everyone else?
No, Q's. There's some problem. I'm sure that Q has some issue that now needs to be solved
by a woman
or something, and they're gonna walk off. I'm sure Picard and Q walk off in the sunset together, and they come back or whatever. But it's bizarre. And I'll tell you another thing about Star Trek is, they've now made it a fantasy show as opposed to a science fiction show. Yeah. And science fiction dealt with the possibility of things that great science fiction extrapolates on current technology and takes us places like where that could be possible.
Yeah.
But usually does it with a generous helping of morality and ethics and all the things that make us human beings. Like, even though technology will increase, hopefully our ethical and moral and understanding of the universe will also increase. And so, but in Picard, it's just a fantasy show. And same with Star Trek Discovery. This child destroying all the dilithium because he cried out. Like there is no physical reality that would translate. This is an entirely fantastical concept. It's not a science fiction concept. It's a fantasy concept. And that's because the people
fucking stupid concept.
Well, yeah, it's stupid. And one of the things that I object to is that and by the way, the reason we want to collect toys of the things that we love is because they ingrain themselves in our psyches and our imaginations because we valued them for whatever reason. You know, whether it's the Autobots and the Decepticons, whether it's Jedi Knights, whether it's superheroes, whether it's the $6 million man, whatever it is, there was something to be gleaned and gained from these characters that meant something to us. And, you know, they've become totems that we take with us throughout our lives. Certainly Captain Kirk was that for me. Star Trek was that for me. And one of the worst things about all of this is they're actively destroying the totemic value of these things in the modern age, saying, you know what, you were wrong to love these things as much as you did because they were somehow not quite right. And let us show you how we're going to make these things right, so it's more palatable. Now these fandoms, they didn't deserve your love because you were naive and they were naive, and now we're going to change them and show you how they should be. And that is the weirdest
narcissism.
Yeah, the weirdest, though, most arrogant way. Like there's a reason why Shakespeare's stories endure. And we keep, you know, I'm sure someone's going to say, well, you know, let's make, I don't think Romeo and Juliet, we've got to make the gay Romeo and Juliet now. It's like, no, you can go write your own. And I'll be there for it. I'll watch the story of the great unrequited gay love story I don't care, but don't go back and change something because the story of the Montagues and the Capulets and the star-crossed lovers, that story will always work. It will always work, and there's a reason it will always work.
But they want to destroy the cis hetero normative whatever fucking baloney phrases that they come up with.
But that's such a bizarre thing because the fact is, you can't get away from biology, and everybody's trying to run away from that and trying to turn it into something it's not. And it's like, you know. The only people that are trying
to see what these people write, I think they're really trying to get away from biology.
It's very odd. Is that it for England? Is the game over?
Yeah, we've won. We're into the Euros final against Italy. This is the final I predicted as well. England versus Italy. Sorry, Denmark. Thank you for putting up a good fight. It looked like we ran most of that game, though, to be honest. But it's all gravy, baby. Oh, man. First final since 1966. Holy shit. Woo! Okay, we got some more super chats. Because we're going down a road. I would love to discuss this with you until the end of time, Robert.
Now we got to get back to toys.
Yeah, maybe on the toy show we should, kind of get back to a little bit of toys. And you need to get ready for your show soon.
It's true.
Do we have? We have the Andrew Matthews. So Calftron again with the $5. Art should always be art. If it's truncated by society or government, well, then we return to the dark ages, and no one is better for that. No, absolutely, because when you start getting told what you think, what you should think, when you get told what you can write, when you get told what you can draw, there is no art, there is no creativity. It's died. It's over. And we I hear a lot of people talking as if this is what's happening everywhere. No, this is not happening everywhere. You know, this what's going on here is happening in a more of a Western society, but there's a lot of countries which are just like no. And they're going to be the ones that come out of this unscathed. Stony D with a $10. What's up, my knitters? Thank you very much for turning me on to Toys Wonderland. My blind vigilante pre-costume Netflix Daredevil from season 1 is arriving tomorrow. Time for a hallway fight. What? Swag. Oh, yeah. That is such a great fight scene, that hallway scene. Very
so
old
good.
Boy reminiscent. Sorry?
So good.
Oh, yeah. You want to see good hallway fight scenes, go watch the Korean version of Old Boy and go watch Daredevil season 1. Galvatron with a $5. As 66 Batcave is amazingly great, no doubt. Tall wall in it seems excessive, though. Joy that that era is being represented regardless. R&B thoughts?
Wait, run that by me one more time.
The 1966 Batcave is amazingly great, no doubt. Tall wall in it seems excessive. Yeah, there's a huge tall wall. Because
the tall wall. I mean,
I
thought something else totally different about ideology. I was like, what? What? No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be I guess they're trying to be more redolent of a cave or something. I mean, look, the fact that we're getting a 66 Batman playset is pretty great. So I just love that it exists at all. But you know what? I'm waiting for my 66 Jazz Inc. Batmobile.
Don't you do this to me, man.
Come on, dude.
Join the party. Join the party. Norwegian Kryptonian with a 55 Norwegians. Does Q's age? No. They are immortal.
Which means they can probably appear in any form they want. And I think, they'll probably write it like Q will be like, I just figured I would emulate where you are in your life, Jean-Luc.
Well, this is what I think. I think Q is going to turn up and they're going to have him de-aged. And then he's going to see where Picard is. And then he's going to mimic Picard's age, which will bring John DeLance up to his age. And I love that man so much. This is why I'm so scared about season 2. So I think that's the trick. That's the trick that they're going to play to age Q for season 2.
Yep.
Rebecca, Pirate Queen with a $5 for your mum's knitting supplies. Oh, you are a good woman. You are a good woman. That's rather beautiful of you. An Aitken with a 3 Australian. They are trying to fight against archetypes. Will L. Their fight against. I think it's meant to be they're trying to fight against archetypes. Will L. Will lose. I take it. Well, they're trying to destroy archetypes, not fight against them. They're trying to destroy archetypes. They're trying to destroy the typical male hero. They're trying to destroy the typical female hero, and it's not working very well because all they're doing is making women men, and that's pretty much all they've got in their arsenal. We make women men. That's it. That's all we got. We're done, guys. Death comes for us all. Oh my God. I like to think of death as a companion who travels with us throughout life. There
you go, Captain, Mr.
Picard. Death comes for us all with a $20. Thank you very much indeed. Keep up the good work, you guys. Thank you, sir. Eric K with a $1.50 super sticker, which I'm gonna guess is a it's gotta be a hot dog, surely. Sorry, the chat's catching up to me. Boo 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 boo. Come on, chat, catch up with me. Doo doo bee ba 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 ba. Yes, is a phallic. What? Swag. I should have just done it. It was always going to be a hot dog. Why was I even waiting?
You just got demonetized for that little ditty you sang. Some algorithm's like, no, copyright strike. You're out.
Yeah, that's been claimed by Ergabamburgos. Fuck, unbelievable. Reet. Oh, and the Grand Wazoo 42 with a €1 phallic. What? Swag as well. That brings us to the conclusion of today's show, folks. Thank you so much indeed, everyone who turned up today. Massive thank you to everyone who hit the super chat button, hit the membership button. Thank you so much indeed for supporting the channel. My beautiful mods, thank you so much indeed for the work you do. I appreciate you so much. Robert, thank you, sir. for being an incredible co-host. What do you have coming up? Reveal all.
Well, you can still watch the Netflix show I worked on. Of course, Dota Dragon's Blood. I was the animatic editor on that, and my film Tango Shalom that I produced and edited is now at the Cannes Film Festival. It's going to be coming out domestically in theaters probably the first week of September. Now, I think, don't know, but was picked up for distribution. But for me coming up, you can always find me on my own YouTube channel, The Burnett Work, or find me on like the John Campea Show. But if you want, you can find me on Instagram all the time at Robert Meyer Burnett. Find me on Twitter at BurnettRM, or again on The Burnett Work, my YouTube channel. So, and also buying toys when I shouldn't with money I don't have.
Lost for words. Go to Toys Wonderland and put in Matrix.
Yeah. By the way, if I might, the Hot Toys Neo figure is great, and there's a third-party Trinity figure that they just put up on Toys Wonderland that is also great.
Yeah. Yes, and that is an absolute yes. But thank you, because it says, hi, Az and Rob. Love Hot Toys. Your enthusiasm is infectious. Never bought a figure before, but found myself Googling Matrix stuff. And Galvatron again, also for $2, said, great show, given you two always bring it whenever. Thank you very much indeed, Galvatron. Yeah, you have some great questions as well, dude. So thank you very much indeed for those. And Lego Fifth Doctor with a £5. If you haven't seen it yet, please check out Rob Pratt's animated Flash Gordon on YouTube. Ooh, okay. Yeah. As they're gonna do that. I think I have a free day tomorrow. Well, in a free day, in as much as I don't have a stream booked.
Ooh.
So I might actually get to have a little bit of a lie-in. I'll get something out for you. Don't worry, content-wise, folks. So don't panic about that. There will be at least a video out. Friday, of course, Friday Night Tights. Guests are Chrissy Meyer, and there might just be somebody who drinks and is very critical.
That's outstanding.
Also, as a second big guest.
I would watch that.
I'm not saying it's happening. I'm just saying, I'm just saying maybe. I'm just saying maybe. So you tune into Friday Night Tights for what's going to be a humdinger. I will be back with some more stuff very soon. Of course, next Tuesday we're on Wednesday. We're on Robert's channel for Fully Articulated, when there should be some changes that have happened. Changes. And
also, I'll have that Joy, the Ana de Armas figure from Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, hey.
Show that.
Yeah. Show that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll have my Chinese doll. I'm not too sure. I'll have my bases because they've left Toys Wonderland, so they should arrive here in time.
Oh, you know what else I'll have? I'll have my Infinity War rocket, I think.
Ooh.
Yes. It's true.
And hopefully we might have some further news on those additional three figures for the Toys Fair.
Oh yes. Oh yes, that would be good. And maybe news on Moducase's sideshow. I could really use the rest of them.
F120s, please.
Yeah, they don't have
contact him directly.
Yeah, you'll have to get him directly. But having those other ones, will be okay.
You take care.
All right, sir.
Bye for now.
I will
be
see
seeing you
later. Yes, we're saying it.
It's
It's a